So I had a vision, and we're going to get a message out of it today. I was sitting on the floor last night, just kind of in a meditative state. I wasn't really meditating, but here we go with the visions, you know. This is what I get more than anything. I'm seeing like a person. It seems to be a female that is covered in like a honey-like, sticky, slimy, oily substance. Like their whole body, they're almost made of it. Over the honey was like this heart-shaped confetti, almost like sprinkled all over the honey. And I was like, okay. And then out of nowhere, this man came up and he gets very close to her and he sees clearly that she's sticky. Or like, clearly if you touch it, something's gonna stick to you. But what does he do? He embraces her. He grabs her. In my vision, he just wraps his arms around her and basically thrusts himself into her stickiness. He pulls away, and as you might suspect, half of the shit that was on her sticks to him. So like where it came off of her and stuck to him, it's now on his chest covering his heart area, and where it pulled off of her, it's exposed. It's still a little bit sticky, but it's not as sticky because it's on him. So now we have an individual who has taken on another person's energy. What is the energy is what we're going to start with, and then we're going to continue with the message today and get something out of it. So the energy of the like honey, sticky, oily substance sprinkled with confetti of hearts tells me someone's clearly ready for love. They ooze it, they goose it, they radiate love. I mean, they are not only wearing their heart on their sleeve, they're open, their heart is prepared, ready for the one, if you will, you know, but it's almost who they are because this person's kind of made of it. So now we have an individual who is probably rather sweet, rather loving, maybe even kind of adventurous or enthusiastic, you could say, because when I think of confetti, I think of someone who's fun. Maybe this person likes to throw parties, or maybe they're the life of the party. Oh, that's interesting. Yeah, that's a good one, Spirit. They're the life of the party. They're also the life within the party because the confetti is on the person, right? Stuck to them. This person is pure life. Like, well, we all are, but this person, you know, radiates it. When they walk around, people can feel their life. They get energy from this individual. Instead of some people, when they walk around, or people who kind of vibrate in a lower frequency, you know, you feel negative energy when people are around. But not this individual. This is someone who, when people are around them, they not only enjoy being around them in their presence, but they go away and take away from it good energy, positive vibes. Like they feel good about the experience of having been around this person. You could be this person, or this is someone connected to your energy that kind of has this, I don't know, this magnetic glow. Yeah. Oh my God, don't let me forget the food in the oven. I do that all the time. Y'all know that when I get into videos, I just forget. All right, hold on. Food in oven. If I write it here, hopefully I'll pay attention because I just stare at my paper the whole time. All right, so magnetic glow. Yeah. All right, so when this man walked up and hugged her, he then took on some of her energy and it covered his heart. So someone's feeling things, clearly. They're feeling things that they weren't feeling before. Somebody's rubbed off on them. Like they're experiencing some sort of emotion now since having encountered a person. And they've taken it with them, you know, because it's stuck to the guy now. I mean, in my vision, it's stuck to him. It's like become a part of him now. So it's like someone's been highly affected by another individual, by their energy, their presence, their who they are. I mean, this could be anything. It doesn't have to be romantic. I mean, it could be like someone who's encountered like a spiritual guru, and it's like, I love when I listen to this person. Like for me, it's Muji. I love Muji. He calms me. Like, in fact, Muji was a massive catalyst for like a good 50-something% of my awakenings. And I still have so many more to go. You know what I mean? It's kind of the vibe of that. Like when you listen to someone that you, I don't know, it's just something about your soul recognizes theirs. And because of their wisdom and their knowledge, you feel comforted. You know, some of you, it could be a preacher you love, or a parent. You know, maybe you're very close to a parent of yours or somebody's parent. Maybe it's, you know, it could be anything. Quite honestly, in an artistic way, in a deeper way, going down the rabbit hole, this could even be someone who's they are inspired by nature, by Mother Earth. You know, maybe they've watched some sort of creatures or animals or been out in nature lately, and they're like, wow, this earth is so beautiful. Like, they're learning from their environment around them. They're learning from the earth, you know. It's like, and now they feel so full. They feel so full of love because they're understanding their own life now by watching other life, you know, or others create life. And if maybe it's not someone observing nature or animals, but maybe someone's observed, I don't know, whatever it is, it's been very impactful and really, like I said, rubbed off on somebody. But I gotta go check this food, so, all right, I will BRB. I just made me some sweet potatoes, and I didn't burn them this time, thank God. I kind of like them a little crispy. Anyways, I'm gonna eat a little bit of this, darling, and we'll be right back. I forgot a drink anyway. I tell you one thing, being a vegetarian is rough. I did not know that, well, you can't call me a vegetarian because I like fish. I love fish. I'm just scared to eat it now because I'm scared it's either 3D printed or it's full of parasites or something. Which, by the way, I'm working on doing a parasite cleanse. If you know, we're all full of parasites, all of us. It don't matter if you think you're not, we all have them. Do a parasite cleanse. I mean, check with your doctor, of course, see if you're able to do one, but do a parasite cleanse. It'll make you a believer. So anyway, this is black pepper. I just happen to like it a lot, as you can tell. Plus, it's not a lot. It sounds like it's a lot more. I promise I'll get to the message. I'm just really hungry. I haven't eaten yet. Oh yeah, that's what I was saying. So like, plus there's a lot here and I have to mix it up. I didn't realize that you have to still take like vitamins and stuff. Like, I wasn't taking any vitamins, and so I wasn't replenishing or getting what, you know, your normal daily value or whatever, you know. All right, guys, sorry. I just had to take a break. I think I took a good 8-minute break and just let it roll, so I'm definitely gonna have to edit this. But anyway, I feel a lot better. I'm actually tired now. Y'all get tired after you eat? That's another thing. Like, I have a B12 shot coming up. Like, when you eat, or when you're like kind of vegetarian or pescatarian, and it's like you like have to have certain things or take certain supplements. I didn't know any of this, and so I'm like, why do I feel this way? I'm so tired. Anyway, back to the message. But if we continue on, so let's talk about, I just made sweet potatoes. Talking about needing your vitamins, like making sure you're getting your necessities. Okay, I feel content. I'm a bit tired, sleepy, satisfied. I feel satisfied. And what were we saying? Somebody has this magnetic glow, and okay, all right. So we're circling back around. So, you know, we have this man in my vision, and he's hugging this girl that's full of honey and made of honey and dripping and oozing oily honey with heart confetti, right? This man is now like satisfied because he is now a part of her, and she is now a part of him. So in some way, somehow, two people have become a part of each other, whether it's just spiritually. Like, I definitely feel like I'm a part of Muji, like his soul family or something, you know, like we're really connected in that way. And not to be sounding like a weirdo, you know. So this can be an individual that feels very satisfied now that he has connected to someone, or since he has connected. He, she, whoever, this could be anyone. It's just the idea that there's a person who's been changed. They've been changed due to another individual and their impact, the impact that they had on another. Like, they have been changed, honey. You have been changed. Some of you, or maybe another person, has been changed by you. Isn't there a song from the movie like Wicked, or the play Wicked? Because I knew you, I've been changed for good. I've heard it said that people come into our lives for a reason, bringing something we must learn, and we are led to those who help us most grow if we let them and we help them in return. Well, I don't know if I believe that's true, but I know I'm who I am today because I knew you. Wow. Wow. It may be well that we never meet again in this lifetime. So let me say before we part, so much of me is made of what I learned from you. You'll be with me like a handprint on my heart. And now, whatever way our stories end, I know you have rewritten mine by being my friend. Wow. I'm moved by you. I'm changed by you. I'm highly affected by you. You have come in and completely destroyed my illusions. Someone has been like dynamite in another person's life. Either you or another person has been like this to you. It's like really highly impactful, highly effective just by being themselves. And maybe it opened someone's heart. Maybe it opened two people's hearts. And you know why I say that? Because what did I say? In the vision, the woman figure seems to be feminine. Shape is covered in honey, almost made of it. It's kind of oily though. It seems to be like, you know how when you wash your hands and you've been like mechanics, you've been working on vehicles or any kind of machinery that needs to be have oil on it, or maybe you've been cooking and you get oil on your hands, or butter, even anything that's oily. Have you ever had that on your hands and you try to wash it, but you really, it's not going to be easy. If you just put your hand under the water, it's just going to flow right off because it's coated, right? It's coated here, Cody. It's coated. And so when you're washing your hands, you really need an exfoliant to get it off. You know, even sometimes when you get your nails done, they'll put like some sort of oil on it or on your cuticles, but you can like feel it. It's oily. That's the idea in my vision, is that someone's energy is not just sticky and honey. It's also oily. Like, it's not just going to go away easily. It has become another person. They've taken on someone's energy. It's rubbed off on them. Okay, so there's an individual here who's absorbed another individual's love and light and sweetness and kindness, and they've really been cracked open. And it's the idea of not being able to rinse it off, wash it off. It doesn't come off easily. It isn't easily removed or forgotten. It may even act as a protective shield to someone, to the person who has now taken on the energy. Someone's like, had I not encountered you in this life, had I not met you, it would have been a really boring life. Even if this was a very short meeting, or in the near future, if this hasn't happened yet, it could be a very short meeting. And you know, the energy of even this song is kind of like someone who's almost giving up. Like they're not saying they have any expectations for them and another. They're just saying, I have really been moved by you, and you've highly affected me in more ways than you know. And I just want to let you know that. Like, it's like somebody having almost like a deep conversation with another to let them know how deeply moved they are by another person and how they have affected their life since having met them. It's actually beautiful. It's kind of like the idea of getting a tattoo of someone's name. Don't do it. I'm just kidding. No judgment. If you've done it or you want to do it, do you, honey. Do you. It's like the idea of getting someone's name tattooed on you to like show how much they mean to you, but you can get a tattoo removed. This is deeper than getting a tattoo put on your body, you know? The energy in this message is like, I can't really even describe it. It's almost like Well, I can describe it. It's how I feel for Muji. It's a perfect example. I feel towards Muji Baba a great deal of respect, for one, a great deal of honor, peace, comfort, stillness, quiet, calmness, like all the things that I really didn't experience before having encountered Muji. And Muji has no clue who I am. Right? Yeah, not in the physical. He doesn't have any clue who I am, and he doesn't ever have to know, and I don't need him to know. But it's like I have so much respect for him, and I'm grateful that I was led to encounter him, or I guess discover him, so that at the time that I first encountered him on my journey, I was going through a whole lot, and he honestly has no clue that he saved my life a couple times, and it tugs at my heart, but just his wisdom. And it was like almost that my inner being, my soul, knew everything he was saying was truth. It's like I knew it, but I had been so long in the darkness that I needed something in the light to shine, to show how far down I had gotten. I needed it, and he's the one that was my light. He was my guiding light. So this is like someone with the sticky, ooey, oily, confetti heart love all over him. There's somebody's guiding light. They're either your guiding light, and you know exactly who I'm talking about, or this is someone who's saying that you are their guiding light, and they owe you so much, even though you don't expect it. And you were there for them at a very pivotal moment on their journey in their life, and they love you for it. Now, some of you, not for all of you, but for some of you, you would probably feel this or know this intuitively, but some of you, this is going to be romantic. This is someone who like falls in love with their teacher, someone who falls in love with their, it's not even falling in love. It's not the idea of falling in love. That's not what this is. That's something constructed. This is not. This is like a soul recognizing a soul. And I don't mean in the way that I do Muji. I feel nothing romantic for Muji. But this energy, some of you, you could feel romantic love, or someone is going to feel this for you, experience this for you. It's different though than any other type of love. It's like you meet someone in this life that finally you recognize their energy, and you don't feel so alone here. You know what I mean? Like they were the mentor that you needed. They were the guidance that you needed. And they come in all different shapes and sizes and ages and cultures and races. You never know what form they're going to come in. Sometimes these teachers and mentors in our life come in the form of homeless people. Sometimes they come in the form of someone who's had many addictions and has had to do nothing but learn to survive. I mean, sometimes our best teachers are the people that you would want to discredit. I mean, I'm sure if this was a real thing and you see somebody walking down the street just dripping honey and they have full of confetti, but they were like almost made of it, it would look weird for one if they were just drenched in it. But if they were like made of it, just this like walking ball of ooey gooey sweet goo with hearts, it'd be a little weird, a little terrifying. You'd be like, whoa, UFOs are real. Like, is this the aliens? Like maybe this was someone who wasn't, I don't know. Or maybe they get encountered for all the wrong reasons. Maybe people aren't horrified by somebody, but maybe they get, approached for the wrong reasons. Maybe people take their honey and their sweetness and their love for granted. There's a million ways this could go, but one person has recognized, or not one, maybe several people, but we're talking about one individual today who has recognized the real in another individual. It's like two souls recognizing. It's like real recognize real. I forget what movie that's from. I think that's from a movie, but I see you, I recognize you, and it's beautiful. It's like two people who've helped each other and didn't even realize it. Maybe they weren't even intending for it because it was just so kind of out of left field. Something to do with play ball here. You know why I say they helped each other? Because the man that hugged the woman who's full of honey, I said the whole front of her like stuck to him. She still had a little bit left, but now she's exposed. So her heart opened. All of that was gone, and now she could really feel. She could feel that someone was so willing to receive her, to embrace her for who she really was, so much so that they were willing to learn from her and listen instead of take from her and steal and abuse and manipulate or run away in fear, shriek, tell other people to stay away. This is like an individual who just recognized her for who she was. If this hasn't happened, it's coming. And so he took it on completely. He was ready to take it on. And he not only helped her, but in turn, she really helped him, because now who she is, her very essence, is now stuck to him. It's fused to him. It's fused to his soul. And he's realizing things he had never seen or felt or realized before. And I'm going to leave it there. Thank you guys for being here. I'll talk to you later. Bye.